You know, for years we've heard rumors that the women that cheerlead for the NFL and NBA and other organizations, sports organizations, face discrimination or sexual harassment. And to be honest with you, it doesn't take a genius to figure out that they do. Run around in skimpy outfits, expose themselves for what? Selling sex. Basically, that's what they're doing, selling sex. That's all we do inside. We've been doing it for years. And these women outfits get skimpier and skimpier. And then you hear about some of the rules they do. They say, well, you can't fraternize with a player. I can understand that to a certain degree, but two adults are going to mess around. They two adults. As long as they ain't doing no company time, I don't have a problem with them getting together. But it creates problems because some of these players are married, some of these women are married. I know y'all find it hard to believe it, yeah, but a lot of these women are married. They have children. But the thing is that they glamorize them to a certain extent. They sexualize them to a certain extent. They make these women weigh in to stay on these unhealthy sizes. And you sit back and say, why do they want to do it? A lot of them want to do it because they want to be on posters. One of them want to be famous. They think this is the best way to get discovered in Hollywood. A lot of them just want people to cheer them and oogle them. And let me go even further and say masturbate to them. Yeah, women get off on knowing that a guy is masturbating to them, and then because they know that that guy want them. I'm telling y'all, women are hardwired a certain way. I'm telling you, if you don't know, talk to a few women, and they'll tell you if they honest with you, they'll tell you how women get down. But my thing is that this one cheerleader and her lawyer is mad at the NFL players because they haven't come to her defense. Because there was a rumor going around that she was hanging out with a player. And my thing is, like I said just a few seconds ago, if they off NFL clock or whatever, that's big business. But the NFL the owners don't like an idea of a white chick messing around, especially if it's a black player. Remember how Donald Sterling was with his mistress when he formerly owned the Clippers in the NBA? The idea of a big black dude on this white chick, and a lot of these white chicks are just average looking, or not even average looking. You take off all that war paint, woo. But the thing is, the idea of them doing that, and the thing is, the NFL, like the NBA, is predominantly black, and they don't want that. They don't want it. But the thing is, what ticked me off about her, she probably would get more sympathy from me and others when you sit there and say, I'm surprised I haven't heard anything from the players. Really? Did she take a knee? Did she say she support the NFL players and they boycott? No. But you want these players to sit back and support you. See, that's hypocrisy. Remember I told y'all, everybody want us, the black community, to support their cause. Then when they would come down to us, well, I don't know. All lives matter, or it's sad what's going on, but it is what it is. We gotta stand up for the troops. I'm one of those troops. When they took the knee, it didn't offend me. It didn't bother me. We claim we like to throw out there that we're fighting for everybody freedom of speech. Oh, that's right. We're not fighting for black folks' freedom of speech. We're fighting for everybody else but black folk. Oh, that's right. That's what it really is. But how many white women came to those NFL players? How many of them said, "Ladies, we're taking a knee. We're solidarity with our football players. We know their hearts. We know they patriots. We know they donate money. They donate time. They da 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 da." Everybody seemed to forget that. Now that she got let go by her former team, by the Saints, and you know the other reason why they said, if I didn't mention it, she posed in lingerie. Ooh, she already wears skimpy clothes, but lingerie, she breaking point. Wow, I can see if she took a nude picture and she was doing some extreme things in some nude pictures that could have got out. Then I can tell you, say, wait a minute, you don't want children who watch you on Sundays or Thursdays, whatever days y'all play that ball, to see you like that because that's a conversation that most parents ain't ready to have yet. I get that to a certain degree. But these kids have already seen stuff, have already participated in stuff. If they got a smartphone, they got access to a desktop, a laptop, they done seen some porn at some point. But they let her go because What it was a rumor that she was with a black player. Be a player. More likely, is if she was on the Saints, it was a black football player. That's what it was. And they hid behind the Teddy. Look at how she dressed right here. You don't leave nothing to the imagination. When they kick they kick their legs up in the air and spread, sometimes you get a visual. That's why sometimes they cut the cameras. They got to the point where they cut real quick because they don't want to see any malfunctions. There's been times you've seen malfunctions at college games and at pro games. But for her and her lawyer to get mad and say the players are silent, really, really. Why is it that everybody wants us to fight their battles? You know why? Because we make stuff normal. We normalize things. We make stuff cool. If the black NFL players come out and say, wait a minute, the NFL players are out here talking for the cheerleaders and them, then people might have a different response. But no, I don't blame the players for being silent. This is not their fight. These females fight. If you think you're being discriminated against, don't be a cheerleader anymore. If you think that you're being, and other females are saying, female cheerleaders are saying that, then y'all get together and y'all call it out. But the irony is, you got women over the heads of these squads and stuff. And the thing is, they said they don't want y'all mess with the players. The owners want to mess with y'all. They want the coaches to mess with y'all. How many stories have you heard? Well, I met my wife. She was a former cheerleader. How many stories have you heard? Look at Donald Trump. Melania was a cheerleader, but she was a model. She posed nude and did things, but Michelle Obama is called all the insulting names. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I approved the cheerleaders thing when I was about 10 years old. Even though I discovered girls at 8, really discovered, you had that first interaction, that first crush. You sit there and say, you see them all shaking pom-poms. Now the cheerleaders of the day, they wore more skimpier things. And I can understand a young boy Googling and go, ooh, and I having a look and getting excited, you know what I mean. But when I do watch football, I don't want to see that. Just like when in the boxing ring, they got a woman walking around with the car talking about rap. We already know around this. Why is the need for you to run around in a bikini? Because you're selling sex. Just like these pageants. When they walk around in a bathing suit, they were selling sex. Hell, even the comic books even do this. If you go back and watch, I want you to go back and watch Justice League. I like Justice League. I thought it was a good movie. I think that people just was pissed off because it wasn't a Marvel movie. But when you see Gal Gadot, you know if you go watch Wonder Woman, very rarely you saw the shots of the rear or her cheeks. Go back and watch Zack Snyder. You can tell the difference between a male director and a female director. Everything turned around. You saw Gal Gadot ass cheeks. I'm just being honest. Sex sells. Why do you think the first thing these Hollywood stars who talk about Me Too, they've all posed or want to pose or talk about Playboy? Sex sells. But then at the same time, take me serious. How can I take you serious when you constantly got your damn clothes off? Because I'm a human being. Don't get me wrong. I like seeing scantily clad women when it's time. I like seeing naked women when it's time. Hell, I like seeing women getting screwed on camera. Yeah, I said it. I'm not going to say and pretend. Yes, I like porn. I'm a voyeur, just like every other human being across the country. But I admit to it, but it's a time and place for it. But you can't bitch and moan about somebody looking at you, and then when you go out there and shake it, and then as soon as you break the rules, or they think you break the rules, I want somebody to stand with me and to take on my case. No. See, I would have supported her, gave her the benefit of doubt, but when her lawyer started talking about the players are not supporting me, wait a minute, hold on. Did you do something for the players that supposed to support you? So did you hang out with the players? And you said, wait a minute, I lost my job. This is not a career. This is a job. This is a short-lived one. At max 2, maybe 3 years, or that I think they change the squad depending on the team policies. So I think the Lovables, I know they go out. I think they change their squad every year or so, if I'm not mistaken, or 2 years or something like that, if I remember correctly. The most popular, the Dallas Cowboys. Remember Debbie Does Dallas? The Cowboys had to go and sue because they associated the Dallas Cowboys with porn, and people of a certain age still do. Look, I don't have a problem with a woman showing her body. I don't. I don't have a problem with a man showing his body. But there's a time and place for it. But the thing is that if you work for somebody that's exploiting you, what you expect? These women are being exploited to a certain degree, but they willingly are participating in it. You know that people are looking at you because of with your body and they fantasize. And let's just keep it real. Let's be honest. When you see little boys see Scarlett Johansson as the Black Widow and they show her in a skimpy outfit and they got posters of her or toys, you know what's going on. Because come on, man, let's just keep it real. At some point, you like I remember, like I look at what's her name, Alyssa Milano. Back in the day, before she started getting older and knocking out them babies, she sold sex. All of them did. Drew Barrymore, you name it, all of them. Actually, all of them. They start hitting that wall. Now they want to talk about, well, they exploit me. No, you exploited yourself. You played yourself. Now you have the audacity to want the very people that you criticize and lied or gone after to defend you. It's the man's job. No, no, no. At one time, I would have said it's our job to go out there and be the nice and shining armor. But the guys that do that, y'all toss to the side for the no good ass dudes. Or y'all go out there and let women who have no morals encourage you to do things that you wouldn't do or say. And then when there was consequences behind it, fair or not, you looking for somebody to support you. And I just think she's wrong. I really do. Because even though if she got screwed over because of a negligee, or I mean a teddy, what was that? Lingerie, as they say, sexy lingerie. If she got a good lawyer, I can say, wait a minute, lingerie is the breaking point. But look what she's wearing. This image right here, or many other images. Look how she's dancing. Look what she's doing. She's leaving nothing to the imagination. Well, when we have this where she interacted in a room and she interacted with a ball player, and you're gonna ask, okay, if it's a white ball player, they don't want it, but if it's a black ball player, we know where they are. But her lawyer said, I've not heard anything from the players. Well, they didn't do nothing and they don't know nothing. Why get involved in it? Especially when they was protesting or was attempting to protest. Where were the cheerleaders at? You probably have maybe one or two that took a knee. If they, I mean, come on, I'm being generous, giving y'all two. Don't be opportunist, Bailey. Don't do that. Don't do that. You sue, y'all get laws changed. Y'all form a damn union or something. Or don't y'all do? Stop performing. Y'all can get the message out. Y'all could use Me Too. Say, hey, we don't have to go out here and do this stuff. But y'all do it because y'all want to be seen. I had conversations with women. She said, yeah, a lot of them hide behind they was abused and their boyfriend dog would say it was ugly. A lot of them, they want to be seen. Women like to be seen. It doesn't matter their ethnicity. It doesn't matter their age. They want to be seen. And they get off on the idea of men cheering. They claim they don't. Like, you see women put these videos up on social media or these images on social media. And like, stop looking at me. You're violating me. You make me feel cheap. But you shaking your rear on social media. You got your hoo-ha out there in everybody's face. And you bringing attention to it. You're talking dirty. And then you want somebody to take you serious. But to blame the players and say why they said anything, what did she say? Now, if she went out there and spoke up during the players boycott or attempted boycott or taking the knees or whatever, then they should have her back. But if she didn't do anything like that, man, let her go do her own thing.